Welcome to Subramani. I'm going to talk today about two, three things which are very worrisome and a little amusing. One is overconfidence, and second is procrastination. Right? These are two things that I'm going to talk to you about. First is people watch videos and think then they can do it themselves, whether it is buying medical insurance, term insurance, or whether it is investing. So I do not know how far it is true. My experience with many people has not been so good. I met a young couple, I wouldn't say a very, not too young, maybe 35 years of age, where the husband and wife both came and spoke to me. And I said, I think you should buy term insurance and etc. etc. So we had a talk. And then I just didn't meet them again. Then after 6 months, I found that he had bought a term insurance, which was with a lot of riders, and it was term insurance with return of premium. I think it's the worst kind of a product that he could have bought. And the worst thing is, he kept telling some of his friends, oh, Subra is great, he only advised me on term insurance. Now, this is terrible for me. That's why I don't like to even say buy term insurance, because when I say term insurance, I mean term insurance without return of premium, without any of the riders, just any of the riders, because riders are far more difficult to comprehend than term insurance. So pure term insurance, no return of premium till your age of 55 is what I recommend. What people end up doing is, once they go there, they get confused, they have no clue what to buy. So that fellow comes and says, sir, this is term insurance with return of premium. In the regular term insurance you will lose money, so you should not buy that, you should buy this. So they get convinced. Or even worse, they say, yes sir, we also agree that ULIPs are very bad. This is not a ULIP. This is not a ULIP is today a fantastic sales pitch for selling endowment. So the people have been told that ULIPs are very expensive, so don't buy ULIPs. Now, don't buy ULIPs is very good advice, provided you complete the sentence by saying, maybe don't buy ULIPs, but buy term insurance, pure term insurance. So when people don't know, they end up saying, oh, we did not buy a ULIP, but they bought term insurance, which is, they bought endowment insurance, which is perhaps worse than ULIP. So this overconfidence, I have no clue from where it comes, but people are overconfident largely about any investment product or any protection product. Same thing for medical insurance. What happens is, people again don't understand how much of medical insurance they need, how to buy it, how much of basic medical insurance, how much of top up, how much of super top up, and I can assure you it's a far more complicated product than a simple plain product like term insurance. So in term insurance, if you don't know how to buy and you make such mistakes of buying return of premium with lot of riders which you don't understand, let me explain why I keep saying that riders you don't understand. There are two big insurance companies, both have an accident rider. One does, which means you will get money if there is an accident, right? If you, let's put it this way: if you have a 1 lakh of term insurance and a 1 lakh of accidental rider or accident rider, on death you will get 2 lakhs, right? So this is what you believe is accident rider. Now, one accident rider includes accidents inside the house, and one does not include accidents inside the house. So what happens is, when you compare the premium, the one which does not include accidents inside the house, obviously that looks cheaper. But that's not the basis to compare, because if somebody dies of an electric shock, tomorrow if I die of an electric shock, it is going to have very good chance that it happens inside the house, right? It's an accidental death. Will I get the money? No, if I take one without coverage inside the house. But it will be, my wife will get double the money if I have taken one which covers accidents inside the house, right? The ones which does not cover accidents inside the house, my wife won't get that extra money, right? So it is important to understand riders, right? So waiver of premium, do you need it at all in a child plan, right? So these are all things which people don't understand. When you don't understand, don't buy, right? So that's a simple thing. So similarly in medical insurance, how much medical insurance, how much top up, is far more difficult to understand. Secondly, if you've got an operation done in September and you were recommended that operation in February, it is important while making the claim that the February recommendations are not sent, or somebody is going to come back from the TPA saying in February if you had attended to it the cost would have been lesser, or in February you could have cured it with proper medicines, right? And the TPA asks some very difficult and embarrassing questions which doctors have to fill up. Not all doctors are patient enough to fill up, right? That's not a pun on the word. I'm just saying they need the patience to fill up this the form for TPA, right? So not all hospitals are keen to do it. They hate. The filling up of the TPA form is very painful, very cumbersome. So senior doctors have to answer questions like, why did you choose this antibiotic? Why did you? And it could be the cheapest one, but they would still ask those questions. So then doctors and hospitals say this is as per hospital procedure and things like that. So knowing which documents to sell, how to fill up the form, all that is important, right? So don't buy medical insurance, don't buy a term insurance without understanding the product, right? So this is about the overconfidence bit. Same thing is true even for while investing. There are people who believe that they should put all their money in index funds, so be it. But for me, I have some funds which have far outperformed the index, right? So then when I talk about it, people say, oh, but I missed it. Obviously you missed it because you were in an index fund. Nothing wrong overall in your returns. You may not have done too badly, but yes, of course you will miss some such funds, right? So you can't be interested in alpha and be investing in index funds. It's very difficult to, and I'm not even saying you should seek alpha, but if you're seeking alpha, you need help or you need education. You say, I won't get myself educated, I won't seek help, then don't look for alpha. You cannot get alpha in an index fund. It's just by definition you won't get it, and that's perfectly all right. So nothing right wrong with it. If you know how to do asset allocation, if you know how to do portfolio sizing, there's no portfolio sizing if all your money is in an index fund. Then suddenly somebody tells you that but that balance advantage fund is great and so is multi-asset fund, then you will miss those because you didn't know that you could put it in that, right? So learn and invest, or invest in an index fund. These are the two options which are available to you. Don't say I will not learn, I will chase alpha, then you will definitely make a mess of your portfolio. This is as far as overconfidence is concerned. Second is procrastination. Till COVID hit, everybody said, bad thing can happen to us, but it will not happen every day, right? Once in a while it might happen, and then I have taken care of that, I have adequate insurance. But COVID really hastened things, and during COVID everybody resolved that I will increase my medical insurance, I will increase the term insurance cover that I have, etc. But we ended up postponing it, and if you have still postponed and not yet done it, this video is just a reminder that you have to take your medical insurance, you have to take your term insurance, and you have to start investing. This procrastination is also going to be very hurtful. So even though we all know we are going to die, and we just do not know where we are going to die and when we are going to die, we love postponing making the will, right? So procrastination is something which we all love. So at least finish taking your term insurance, taking your medical insurance, with or without help, however you understand, and write your will with the help of a lawyer and your financial advisor, because your financial advisor knows whom all to cover and your lawyer knows what to write, right? Please understand that your will can be very different from person to person. It depends on your caste, on your creed, and very rich people with 10 crores order try to say, oh, I just downloaded it from Google and I have done it. Don't do it. Spend 10,000 rupees on making your will. It is very important. Explain to the lawyer and to your financial advisor who are the people to be covered. Maybe you want to cover the education expenses of a nephew. Maybe you're paying 5,000 a month to some school teacher, right? You have to cover all those things. You have to tell your wife, you have to tell your husband, whoever you are. You have to tell your children what you're doing, what you're covering, right? And children should know where the will is kept, where your will and your spouse's will is kept, right? All these things are important even in your 40s and 50s. Please don't think will is something which is required only in your 80s or 90s, right, or one day before you die. A will has to be made as soon as you buy real estate. Real estate transfer in this country is a nightmare. Ask people who have tried to transfer it without a will, it's pretty painful. So please write a will. Make sure that your children know you have written a will. At what age should you write a will? The day you buy real estate, you should write a will. If you don't have real estate, it is not so much of a problem. The nominee will get everything. But if you think that the nominee status can be challenged, that your son will say nothing should go to my sister or to your daughter and things like that, be very careful as to how they can fight. Once it involves money, people fight for 50,000 crores and people fight for 50 rupees. You don't know how your own children will behave after your death. Don't let them choose who should get how much. Make your will today, right, or the day you buy some property. Thank you.